So now we see that the fruit and the egg are synonymous. So when we have that he that eateth of their eggs dieth, and that which is crushed breaketh out into a viper, meaning this present world economic system, commercial Babylon, which is symbolized as the big apple, which is representative of that original egg of sin, as I said, when that is destroyed, that's when we have that symbolic representation of these locusts that come out of the bottomless pit. Of course, the beast ascends out of the bottomless pit with them. Now, that's the Antichrist. Now, there is much more to that, of course, and I've covered it in so many other videos, and you must really go back and check out some of my previous work to understand further how this really intimately connects in a major way. So what I want you to see now is verse 6. And remember how we got here in Isaiah chapter 59. And we came directly from the 2 Corinthians chapter 5. And then all of this we were describing as tabernacle, and that tabernacle was either that spiritual reality that you chose to live in, or that physical reality that has been manipulated, that we have been deceived in living in. And then I tried to tell you here that that's exactly what this scripture is telling you also, and that it is the support for everything that I'm saying. Now let's look at how this tabernacle is being related as putting on clothing like garments, and that we have already related through the Strong's Concordance all of the various understandings of tabernacle, which will give us the resultant of a total reality perception. And that's what the tabernacle is. Very in-depth meanings here in the Bible that so many of you scoff at. Now, I'm not saying my listeners, but some of these people that come by here and make these comments, they don't understand how real and how deep this information really goes. So we see here it says, "For in this we groan earnestly desiring to be clothed upon with our house which is from heaven. If so be that we being clothed shall not be found naked." Now that related us back to the Garden of Eden, when Adam and Eve, after they took that knowledge of good and evil, which was the apple, and then they clothed themselves because they were ashamed with those fig leaves. Those fig leaves are the aprons, the symbolic aprons that these master masons wear. And they are the ones that wield their hands to create this material constructed reality, which is based off of the original Garden of Eden event, this equation, this fractal fruit, if you will. Now, follow me closely. You're going to see here that all of this reality is related as a garment that we have clothed ourselves with. So we are in a physical life, but we are to clothe ourselves with spiritual garments from heaven, a spiritual reality, that kingdom that Christ talked about, thy kingdom come. Well, that's exactly what this verse here is telling you, the same thing. It says, "Their webs shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity. The act of violence is in their hands." You see exactly here that the webs are being related as clothing. And I told you that the webs have also now been related to you as that fractal reality. It is that material tabernacle which they have built with these tools wielded by these men who have been deceived by the material fruit themselves. These men believe that they're doing the work of good. That's why this has been able to persist. They actually don't think they're doing the wrong thing, my friends. They actually think they're doing the right thing. That's how this goes on. So, as we can see here, once again, there's the support we're looking for, that this web is this reality, this garment that they are trying to clothe themselves with. And we are trying to be clothed with the spiritual garments. I'll be back.